Our mission is to enable people to discover how beautiful their bodies can feel when they are treated with the respect that they deserve, which sounds kind of crazy, but food is pretty important. Obviously, we believe, for physical health, but I also believe for mental and psychological health. And so we're really trying to provide nutrition optimized treats that can holistically improve people's lives. So we make nutritious snack cakes. We currently have a dark chocolate cake flavor and a carrot cake flavor. What makes us different, especially in the natural space, is that nobody is doing what we're doing. So we're really in the future trying to compete with a snack cake, which is like an Americana favorite. It's been around for 100 years or more. Like there's only a couple ancient players. And like the snack cake isn't even in really the cultural lexicon anymore. And especially like I mentioned in the natural space. But that's where I think we're different, is that's where we're really targeting, also kind of targeting the fitness consumer. But it's kind of an entirely new product that hasn't really been exposed to anybody who's in natural or fitness nutrition. So our target consumer for launch, I kind of put into two categories. One is the fitness enthusiasts. So these are the people who are going to the gym all the time, frequently counting their macros, very high product loyalty. Like once you get into their world, they're going to eat you every single day. And then the other one is the health forward balance seeker. They're a little bit more explorative. They care more about kind of health, and they understand balance is important in a healthy lifestyle. So they're willing to add in indulgence more frequently than the fitness folks. We are in the bootstrap phase. So it is really just me right now making the product, doing the sales, coming up with the strategy. I don't have a co-founder. Just relocated the business to LA this summer, and so within the past few months. And the goal here is to focus on the fitness and nutrition channel, as well as just the local SoCal region. So once we kind of get deep in the fitness kind of folks in that kind of community, we'll expand into more natural retailers. And then we also offer direct-to-consumer online. The biggest surprise. It's hard because there hasn't been a one moment of, like a significant thing that's gone wrong. But I would say over the long term, there's been some themes that have come up. And I don't know if you guys would get this answer often, but the theme for me has really been there's a lot of self-work that has to get done as a single founder, kind of trying to go into a completely new industry with no background in the food world, and definitely wasn't a baker, but it's not even a hobby of mine to bake. I kind of created the product from a passion and what I saw kind of needed to be fit into the market, and there was a big opportunity there. So there's a lot of self-work and a lot of confidence building and a lot of work you have to do around making decisions quickly and on your own when you have really no one in your network to help you with those decisions. Investors are great. Strategic and partners would be great. Like I mentioned, we're bootstrapped right now, and I'm not actively looking for capital. I would really like to have a good story and some good traction before I went out there and kind of had those conversations. So when I do, obviously capital is a big reason for those conversations, and what I would use it for would be growing the team, because like I mentioned, it's been pretty hard to do this alone. And I guess from a kind of mental, emotional kind of support standpoint would be mentorship. It would be really ideal if I could find an investor or a mentor who had been through this kind of growth process, meaning what I mean by that is a natural product who's had experience launching into the fitness community. We're an amazing idea. Like I mentioned, we're kind of pre-revenue at this phase. I get the most excited about the snack cake category when I compare us to what the conventional grocer looks like. So the conventional grocery planogram does include a snack cake aisle. I challenge anybody who's watching this afterwards to kind of go to a Walmart or a Target and look up at the placards. They're usually in the aisles next to sometimes the coffee, sometimes the peanut butter. And there's literally placards dedicated to snack cakes. But when you look at the natural industry, there's nothing like this. I mean, people have been redoing kind of junk food products in the natural industry for a while. There's pita chips that have been around for a long time as an alternative to a regular chip. But in terms of a packaged, ready-to-eat, convenient cake, it just doesn't exist.